If you could fly over Shelby Farms Park, you'd see the full scope of this massive urban playground. But the best way to experience the park is to come down to earth. This is the Trekker's Hike, a 2 to 3 hour guided walk through the forests and meadows of Shelby Farms along the Tour de Wolf Trail. Marilyn Whedon is the volunteer docent for this and several other Wise Trek activities.
You know, I'm retired myself, and I know there are a lot of other retired people who maybe haven't been out on the trails at the park, like the hike we had today. They want companionship or somebody who knows the trails. So it's a way to get out in the park with other people, to enjoy it, to teach them about what's available here.
In addition to the Trekker's Hike, there's the weekly Tai Chi class, the Green Line Garden Workshop Series, as well as the Trekkers in Motion classes. And if you'd like a less strenuous activity, there's the board game meetup and the book club. Natalie Wilson, program manager for Wise Trek, says extensive demographic research led them to choose these activities.
And we realized that based off of U.S. Census data, that about 30% of our population is a Wise Trek age. And of that 30%, we realized that looking at the aging demographic and the aging statistics that have been done in research, that socialization was just a key part of what is missing and what is important to prolong life.
Socialization is an important aspect of the Wise Trek program. It's all part of the bigger picture of livable communities, creating safe, accessible, and vibrant places for older adults.
The whole motto of livable communities is that it fits the needs. You find the place that, you know, that this age has a realm and has an opportunity to be just as they are, and they have a special, you know, the special focus on them.
The park itself is undergoing a huge expansion called Heart of the Park, a $70 million renovation that will see major changes designed to make the park even more accessible. Patriot Lake will almost double in size with 2 designated paths circling it, one for biking and one for walking. There will be a new and larger visitor center and a farm-to-table restaurant. A new educational wetland walk will circle Patriot Lake and give visitors a view of some of the 3,000+ trees that have been planted in this ecological restoration. Heart of the Park has been designed from the outset to be age-friendly.
It's going to be all about every age. It's all about being accessible to everyone. And so from the facilities that we're building, from the rentals, the boating, the things that we'll offer on the lake, the recreation, but also the trails around the lake, it's all about meeting the needs of everyone.
The Wise Trek program has only been in operation since October of last year, but its success in that short period of time has meant that park management is already thinking about adding activities to the program.
So we're looking at how can we expand and offer more topics, more interests, and more programs that will fit what their needs are.
The first phase of the Heart of the Park expansion is already complete, and work will continue at the park until the projected completion date of midsummer 2016. Until then, Shelby Farms Park will continue its role as the largest urban playground in the country. And the Wise Trek program will continue to entice the 50+ crowd to come out and play.
I love what the park is doing to create new activities, adventures for people who want more adventure, but at the same time you can come just sit under a tree and relax and watch people and watch the birds and, you know, and chill out. You don't have to be overly athletic, but if you want to be, there's plenty to do here too.